So at the beginning of quarantine, I picked up a Nintendo Switch, and ever since then, I fell in love with this thing. I love the titles, all the games and everything. Played both Saints Row games that they have on there, which is Saints Row the Third and Saints Row 4. Loved it, playing a bunch of different stuff, but I couldn't help but notice that Rockstar Games is visibly absent from the Nintendo Switch library. And to me, it's a head scratcher, right? Because you're looking at it, you've got a company who is one of the most profitable in the world, maybe the most profitable game company in the world, which maybe explains why they're like, oh, we don't care, we don't need to worry about putting games on Switch, we already have enough money. But the fact that Rockstar went and they put San Andreas, they put Vice City, GTA 3 on iOS mobile, on people's iPhones, it's a head scratcher to me that they wouldn't want to try to capitalize on this absolute cash cow that is the Nintendo Switch. Because clearly they do care about their money, given what they've done with GTA Online the past 8 years. And I know that Switch players would love some Rockstar titles because we've seen all the people who've gone and basically jailbroken their Switch to get GTA 3 on there, right? So clearly there is a market for it. But Rockstar just kind of seems to turn the cold shoulder. And again, this could be because of GTA Online, which I'm sure a lot of people will say in the comments down below. But I do think that at some point, if this thing keeps being an absolute monster like it is, they will bring some kind of title to Switch. Maybe when they do a remaster of Red Dead Redemption or a remaster of GTA 4. You know, I'm just spitballing here, but that type of thing. I do think eventually we'll get one of the big games on Switch. But the question I wanted to ask you guys today, because you guys are awesome always in the comments down below, is which one should come to Switch? Now, obviously, right off the bat, we can eliminate Red Dead Redemption 2, okay? It's not going to happen. I know everybody's going to bring up the Witcher 3's on Switch argument, but look, I don't know if that applies. Red Dead Redemption 2 is maybe one of, if not the greatest technical achievement ever, truly. I mean, the game is ridiculous how realistic and in-depth and immersive it is. It's unreal. As far as the monster GTA 5, we've already had that discussion on this channel. Yes, if Rockstar or a third-party company, which by the way, they're a lot of the times the ones who do this type of thing, yes, GTA 5 could very well, honestly, easily be ported to the Nintendo Switch, but it seems like they have no real interest of doing that at this time. But honestly, I think that would be a pretty cool one, and that might be the most obvious one for Rockstar if all they want to do is print more dollar bills. On the other hand, if they do want to go the crowd-pleasing, fan-pleasing route, which, I mean, every year that goes by, they seem to be doing that less and less, I would absolutely love to see either Red Dead Redemption 1 or GTA 4 on the Nintendo Switch. Because like we discussed, the easy choices would either be GTA 5 or either Vice City, San Andreas, or GTA 3, because they've already kind of, I know it's different because it's the Switch and it's an iPhone, but they've already kind of tested that route of a handheld device that's portable to play these games on, so of course those would be the easy choices. But bring in GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption, the original one. I'm not saying it would be hard, but they would definitely have to jump through more hoops than with those other games I discussed. I don't know though, I just feel like these are two games, right, that you look at and they're in the shadows of their monstrous successors, okay? Red Dead Redemption was a phenomenal game, one of the greatest of its time, but it will now pretty much always be in the shadow of Red Dead Redemption 2. GTA 4, same type of thing. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's obvious. It'll always be in the shadow of GTA 5. And these two games, I'm noticing every time I talk about it on my channel, and even its presence on YouTube, so many people in the comments down below, wow, GTA 4 really was awesome. I miss that. The original Red Dead game was so incredible and ahead of its time. A classic, a masterpiece. I love that, right? So I think that this would, again, it would be more of a crowd-pleasing, fan-pleasing move, a niche move, if you will. But I think it would also bear a ton of fruit. It would really, really bring in the big bucks for Rockstar. Maybe not as much as GTA 5, but it would make some really solid money. Now, the problems here, of course, there's the technical side of things. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what Rockstar's whole situation is as far as like the technology, but I know like with Saints Row, the first two Saints Row games, the source code got lost and then it got found, and it was a whole scenario, a whole situation there. But I'm not sure what's going on with GTA 4. I know there's like some feuds with the voice actors in GTA, so who knows? I mean, hey, there's a bunch of feuds, not just with GTA, but with Red Dead as well. So maybe there's some problems there. There's also the thing about the graphics. I personally don't feel this way, but because we've been so spoiled in terms of graphics and how amazing video games have looked, I would say this past decade is when they really started looking incredible. Re-releasing a game from 2008 in GTA 4's case and 2010 in Red Dead Redemption's case that isn't remastered could maybe pose a problem. Again, I don't feel that way personally. I think the graphics are fine even for today's standards, but a lot of people might feel that way, and Rockstar might look at that and say, that might hurt our bottom line in terms of making money from releasing these games on Switch. My rebuttal to that, though, would be, have you seen The Witcher 3 on Switch? I mean, it plays good and it's a super fun game even on that device, but it's not exactly 4K 60 frames per second, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about this here because we've seen it for a while now, all the Nintendo Switch Pro rumors floating around out there, and this thing is just such a juggernaut. It's sold so well, dude. Like the Nintendo Switch, it's become so mainstream, all the celebrities doing their commercials with it and everything. Like, everybody loves this thing, and I don't see how Rockstar won't look at it eventually and see like, okay, we gotta at least have something big on there. Now, I haven't done my complete research to see if maybe they have like that table tennis game they made is on there. I'm not sure if they don't have any of their Rockstar titles on there, but I know for a fact that none of the big ones are out there, the heavy hitters, the big punchers, and I think they need to put at least one on there. And that's my question to end this video for you guys. If you had to pick one, okay, just one. For me, it'd be GTA 4. If you had to pick one, what would be the game that you put on your Nintendo Switch that you'd be like, wow, how cool would it be if I could play this on the train, on the plane, in the car? You know what I mean? These are the types of things I'm thinking about because it's portable, which is so damn cool. I'm just picturing myself playing as Nico, okay, and with Roman asking me to go bowling while I'm on an airplane in a flight, okay? I just think that would be so dope. And it boggles my mind that they haven't even dipped their toe really with the big ones, and it's very doable, right? We had this discussion. It's not like we're asking them to put Red Dead Redemption 2 on here, okay? These are games that are classics that people absolutely adore and that Switch players would eat up, okay? I'm sure gamers would honestly eat these games up for breakfast if they came out for sale. I would sell gangbusters. I'm almost sure of it. And to me, it's almost like a no-brainer. I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm also saying that it's not crazy hard, okay? It's not like an incredible technical marvel to get one of those older games onto the Switch. And again, you can just outsource it to a third-party company. And boom, you got your foot in the door with this. And I know there's this whole thing about, oh, Rockstar and Nintendo don't like each other and this and that and the drama. But look, money fixes all wounds. We know this, okay? Especially in this business, in this industry of gaming, money heals all wounds. So look, they could probably come to agreement, and I bet you they will at some point, and I would love to see one of these games available in the Switch catalog. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I would love to hear it, and I will see you guys in the next one.